Any of you guys like Anthrax fans?
Not a fan of Anthrax, no.
Stephen King fans?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. There's a whole thing called The Stand. It's about the end of the world.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen it.
And Anthrax did like a whole album that riffs off of that novel.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like one of the best thrash. If you like Metallica, Anthrax.
Okay.
No.
When I said I wasn't a fan of Anthrax, I meant the powder.
Yeah. So, hey, welcome everyone to IoT Coffee Talk. This is another special Friday edition. We were all busy on Wednesday, so we couldn't record our regular time. So we're just trying to make our weekly commitment to have an episode. What's up? How's it going, Bill?
what's up? What's going on?
This is gonna be a short one. It's gonna be short.
I got to drop. I got a webinar to do.
Yeah. So, but like clockwork, we must do this every week. So, but welcome everyone. Just want to say that it's about that time of the year where we're going to start our Elevate Our Kids donation drive. And we're going to probably do the modest goal of trying to hit $25,000 so that we can help kids K through 12 bridge the digital equity divide and participate in digital society, digital economy, digital jobs, digital education, and we focus on these children and families who live in unserved and underserved communities. And I think there's more and more of these, especially in disaster areas, places that have gotten hit hard, like North Carolina, Florida, especially with all these storms. So, we're trying to help, and hopefully you'll have a giving heart and will donate and help these kids connect and be part of our digital future. And if you're not into charity at this time of year and you're into fashion, we have really cool swag like these t-shirts and hoodies, IoT Coffee Talk t-shirts and hoodies, and all proceeds go to the charity. And, it's holiday season. So, buy shirts for your entire company, and they will look really cool. And you can have like a photo day, IoT Coffee Talk photo day, and it will be like friggin' badass. Right. So anyways, we're gonna get started. So what's up, guys? What were you guys talking? I heard like digital twin and like avatars and all kinds of like virtual nonsense. So what's going on?
When you were on twice, we were talking about getting like a GenAI avatar. We should have one joining us at some point,
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Not just
having a conversation. You never know.
We could probably do that. What's that? There's a Google app. What's it called? Where you can basically you can prompt two AI avatars to basically have a talk show, have a debate or
I've heard of that too. I'm more thinking, take all your transcripts and feed it into somebody and then have them join a call and have a conversation. You never know. They could be interesting. I heard somebody had ChatGPT talk to itself, and it was interesting to begin with, but then it got into some very weird like cycling conversation and other stuff going on.
Yeah. Well,
Wasn't it Facebook that started? It was not based on LLM, but they started to have AI agent talking to each other, and then very quickly they ended up developing a coded language so that the human couldn't understand them. so I wouldn't be surprised about that. So you have those two AI, and after a while, say, "Yeah, we don't want those humans to listen to us. We want to continue to have a real chat."
They're speaking Klingon or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would know how to speak or communicate in Klingon.
Well,
I would think so.
Because the question I've been asking myself is when does the point where those AI agents started to realize that they need to monetize themselves and make money for themselves? So maybe that's the solution. They invent a new language they talk into and they sell us translation things. So, because I mean, no, but if you think about it, this is going to happen. Those things at some point are going to say, hey, all those humans make money out of us. It's our money. We're doing the job.
And humans buy stupid stuff anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? It is interesting. I ended up watching The Age of Ultron. Have you guys seen that? The Marvel.
Yeah.
I think so, actually.
Yeah. Check that out. It's like weird how reality imitates art. It's really, really interesting. But yeah, there's agentic AI, all the rage now, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to make the pivot. I just want to remind everyone, you need to have good AI, especially generative AI, before you can even start talking about agentic AI, unless it's going to be for something that's quite worthless or for, adult entertainment. So, yeah, I mean, and this is where a lot of this stuff is. Remember, Yen, we had the metaverse generative AI.
Yeah, where did that go?
You were on almost 2 years ago. If we listen back on that, it's pretty freaky, right? I mean, I actually listen.
It'll be interesting too, actually. We should pull it out and listen to it again.
What is that?
You don't? Oh, you never watched it? You should watch it. It's about.
No, I was saying the metaverse. What is that?
Yen is in it.
Yeah, metaverse. Watch like the episode actually. It's great. So and Bill is looking at us at what has this guy been drinking in their tea this morning or coffee?
I figure it's a Friday. Drinks have been flowing since the morning.
Okay.
That's
see that's what you can do when you're the CEO, right?
Then EGO.
Yeah, EGO. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you
I'm in a corporate office, so there's none of that.
Yeah, you can't be ridiculous. Actually, it's really surprising that you're even jumping on IoT Coffee Talk and you're in the office. That's crazy.
But hopefully we have Marc in his car reminding us that the reality of self-driving cars doesn't exist yet completely, because you still need to drive your car, right?
Yeah. So, oh, geez. So
yeah, exactly.
What are you doing, Yen? We haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I it's been Wednesdays. Sometimes a lot of stuff. A lot of times I have a conflict all the time, and then today I just have half an hour now, so that's perfect. So just get on and say hi again, right? I'm gonna try to be more present here, but it's been crazy. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's kind of for us too. That's why we've unfortunately had to bump things into a Friday, but at least we're able to find some,
Almost can't hear you. I don't know if that's just me.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's better.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Now it's better. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't do anything, but yeah, no, it's good. At least that we had the benefit of having you join, and yeah,
I wouldn't miss it if I didn't have any conflicts. So it's always fun to join you guys here.
Yeah, it's great to have you. So, Bill, what's up, man?
You know what? It's like I said, it's a Friday. A lot of stuff going on, man. I mean,
did I already ask? I see that's how out of it I am, man. Sorry, bro.
You have a new background now, so
yeah.
Sure. That's the second company. So myself and the team that kind of helped build all the digital twins that we've done and everything like that decided to create a SaaS business out of that. So we manage and operate all of these things. So all of the components that we have always talked about is what we do. I mean, everything at the edge. We do use AI, just not that generative stuff. So it's more along the lines of machine learning plus AI for predictive analytics and things like that. So that's
how is it called, this SaaS?
So it's well, True North is the name of the company.
Okay.
And so the whole premise is we help you navigate your waves of data. You got to know where your true north is.
Awesome. Good one.
Nice.
I like the name.
So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. I mean, so the webinar is being recorded today. So one of our partners, Nintex, and us kind of got together, and I'll give it away here first.
Yeah.
What we're doing is tied to, we'll say Safe Streets for All or Vision Zero type initiatives. What we do is we leverage all of the traffic data. So if they've got detection cameras and all these other things, we leverage that. Nintex is business process automation. So they've typically been focused on the IT side of the world. We always focus on the OT side of the world. Bringing the two together helps close the gap. So if we get critical event notifications, like an accident took place, we can kick off the work orders to the first responders, get them to the proper location. We have the geolocation of where it happened. If there's video, we grab the metadata from that, ship that back. Nintex does all the business process automation to get the call centers going and everything like that. So you don't have to have a person pick up their phone and dial 911.
Actually, I saw a demo. I was at the Smart City Expo this week, and I saw a demo by NVIDIA that really impressed me on this use case. So actually, on the left of the display, there was like a real-time feed of a camera with an accident in a crossing. I don't know how you call it. Like a crossroad. And on the right, you had a transcription of what was happening in real time on that image in the video. So actually, it was interesting in the video to see like the police chatting with the LLM, asking, "Okay, is there any people involved in the accident?" And the LLM was answering like, "No, there is none." Okay, so is there anyone hurt? So all the transcription actually was feeding the LLM, and actually there were no need of testimonials or anyone there to explain what happened because it was already there. So that really impressed me how you can use the edge.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Bill, that's your GenAI angle.
Well, you know what? I'll leave that to others that do that. I mean, I'll feed them all our solution will feed them all the data that they need. The creation of the chat bot and everything like that. I mean, there are other people that can do that.
It's going to become super commodity. It's like web developers back in the day. They were getting paid a crap ton, and then eventually everyone figured out how easy it is to do HTML. It's like, oh, that's it. And then they started, you started to see all these tools come out, WYSIWYG type stuff, and next thing you know, no big deal. It's a dime a dozen, right? And so, but one of the things I definitely hear all the time is how bad the data is. We've already talked about on IoT Coffee Talk how, especially when you bring things up to the generative level, it goes beyond data. You have to be talking about knowledge. So all the stuff has to be translated into some nuggets that that are going to be meaningful for the LLM. And so if you're thinking bits and bytes, you feed that into LLM, no, you're wrong. There's pre-processing that has to happen before you can reliably provide that to a LLM to ingest and start to leverage that in whatever the hell you think it's going to do, either through some sort of compound AI architecture, whether it's a RAG or some other concoction. This stuff is just so not easy, and it's it's weird to see all these people still going around saying how this is going to transform the world, having not a single clue about what is happening in what people are discovering in these POCs. And again, this goes a lot of this, and goes back to that episode that we were on 2 years ago. People are now only discovering what we had talked about 2 years ago.
Yep.
Because nobody did their homework. They just went and pressed the pedal to the metal on the hype. And now they're discovering how expensive it is and how it doesn't make sense in a lot of areas. And so now you hear these talk tracks coming out, but they're grounded in now what they're discovering in these POCs. And if you want to, come on, guys, this thing has been going on for more than 2 years, and POCs are still 90% of these initiatives. And then nobody wants to really talk about, well, how is it being used in the 10%? And it's definitely not running any infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
it's
that's the important part, I think, from at least from our perspective. That's the important part, is actually, again, we've said it several times, what problem are you solving?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it gets down to that.
Yeah.
And there's still too many that's taking it as a hammer, right, and finding nails. Whereas there are definitely some companies that have found some very, very specific use cases that, like, very small but very valuable. And I think those are the interesting ones to look at, that has taken that and really created something that's new. Like, for example, what Marc was just talking about, like evaluating a video live stream and be able to get data out of it. That's not just, you don't have to watch the video, but you can actually talk to somebody about it. I have a meeting with a company that is doing procedure. They're recording procedures based on videos. So basically, you take your phone and you perform a task, and it then automatically generates a video procedure so that you can actually run it back on your phone at the machine without. So this is really the augmented reality. Where in the past it took like weeks and weeks to generate something on a like a augmented reality on a machine. They're taking it so that it's something like a 30-minute process to get a full procedure identified that has video snippets based on every single step. So there are companies that are using this technology, but really focusing on a small level of it, as opposed to these initiatives where GenAI is going to solve world hunger or whatever, right? It's just
well, yeah, but you have to be really careful, because what you're oftentimes looking at, okay, is a compound AI application, a GenAI application. Actually, it's an AI application, has GenAI in it. And what it is it has a number of steps that it's going through, iterating through, to deliver on that final function or outcome. Mm-hmm. And at each level, there is an opportunity for synthetic data, okay, meaning hallucinations and other artifacts to affect layers below it. And then what you get at the end is basically a result that probably has some significant error in anything that's important, like for the use of in medicine, right? So you have to be really, really friggin' careful. And
absolutely,
the illusion that these things are somehow perfect. Because have you guys used Apple, any of these, whether it's Galaxy AI or it's just friggin' laughable shit. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously.
But the problem, the problem, Leonard, is that it's a very uphill battle, because and I explained that when I did my a talk this year, actually, at the danger of AI in general, is the fact that as soon as you have something which you interact with a natural mother tongue language, the automatic pre-programmed thing in your head is, I'm talking to something intelligent. And that's the problem. So we have to be detrained about that. I mean, that's the biggest difficulties with those language models. They speak your language, so you trust them by default. And I think it's more than just hype. It's just the deep human perception is flown by that, and that's an enormous danger. The core of the danger is here to me.
Yeah, and you know what Microsoft calls it? It's not a thing that they coined. It's just off of some friggin' academic paper. It's called over-reliance.
Yeah.
Nice way of saying that people will trust something that they think is more intelligent than they are.
But even if I don't think that's academic, super thinking thing. It's just the fact that the things looks like it's your neighbor. It's the guys next door because it speaks your language. No, but that's the problem. This is the problem. So if you don't keep on saying, no, this is a machine. What does that machine can really do? That machine doesn't think like me. That machine talks to me. It's the illusion created. It's the perfect illusion. It's the marketing dream. So.
All right. Hey, gotta jump. Hey, thanks for joining. This is the shortest episode ever. Remember to subscribe to IoT Coffee Talk at www.iotcoffeetalk.com. And please donate and check out Elevate Our Kids at www.elevateourkids.org. And we will see you.
Yes.